If audio is something that you think is important, keep watching this video. If not, then you'll be okay listening to me talk with the built-in mics on this camera. No? Alright. In today's video, we'll be comparing the Rode VideoMic NTG with the Takstar sgc-598, and the results might surprise you. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. If at any point you find it useful or you're just a kind human, go ahead and give it a like. My name is Anthony and I make videos that I hope will teach and inspire you to make better videos. If that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing to the channel and make sure to hit that bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. The Rode VideoMic NTG is arguably the best mic money can buy for a DSLR. It sounds incredible and comes packed with a ton of features like auto power on, hardware gain control, multi-frequency high-pass filter, safe channel recording, built-in battery, and it can plug into your computer using the USB cable and be used as a USB microphone. It is hands down the most versatile mic I've ever owned. But it'll run you about $250, and that's a great value, especially when you consider that you'll get about the same quality from these mics that cost around $1,000 or more. But listen close, you probably don't need this mic. Let's see if you can spend about 10 times less and get similar quality with the Takstar sgc-598. When comparing these mics on paper, it may seem a little bit unfair. The VideoMic NTG wins in every category except one, the price. But how do these mics stand up in actual field use, and can you hear the difference between them? Let's do some raw testing in different environments, then we'll bring the audio into the computer and see if a little tweaking can make this $32 microphone sound like a $250 microphone. So right now what I've got going on is I've got the Rode VideoMic NTG and the Takstar sgc-598 up here mounted on the same boom pole. And I'm just gonna have my wife Jessica stand exactly where I am and repeat the phrase, "The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog," in this semi-treated room. It's not completely echo gone, but it is kind of treated and the mics are gonna be up close. This is the best way to get clean audio with just about any microphone. So you're gonna be hearing the cleanest sound that you can with this setup.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Okay, so now I've got the microphones over here close to the camera as if they were attached to the camera. The reason I don't have them attached to a camera is because I've got this cold shoe mount attached to this C-stand, and both microphones are attached to that cold shoe mount. I've got the Takstar sgc-598 going into my Zoom H1 original and the Rode VideoMic NTG plugged into the camera.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Okay, now just for reference, I've left the mics plugged in the way they were, close to the camera, and I'm going to do just a room test to give you a little bit of idea what the room sounds like. For the most part, the room is pretty quiet. You might hear some noise from the fan over here on my light, and I've got some air condition coming in, but that is pretty quiet as well. The mics are naked. They don't have the windscreen protection or any furries on it. Usually when you put on the windscreen, it doesn't affect the sound that much, but once you put on a dead cat, it takes out the high end a little bit. A cool feature about the Rode Mic NTG is it's got a little knob where you can actually put that high end back into your audio before it even gets to the computer. The mic has that EQ built in, so you don't have to worry about doing it in post. I'll show you the setup that I've got right now for it. It's really no different than what I had before, except the furry and the windscreen is on the setup. But we'll go out in the field and do some of that testing right now. All right, so I brought the family out to the beach, and we're gonna do some audio testing with that same setup that I was using at the studio. Now, one good thing about filming in somewhere that's open like this is that there's no echo. There's no walls for the sound to bounce back to the mic from. But it is actually kind of windy out here, and we've got some waves going on back here, and we've got people in the background back there as well. So we're gonna have that, and then one thing that makes this beach unique from most beaches is that the highway is right back there, so you might hear some traffic noise as well. So this is a pretty noisy environment to test these mics in, and I'm interested to see what the results are. Let's take a listen.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Oh, I almost forgot. The kids are here too. They're enjoying the beach. You weren't supposed to get wet.
It's okay.
We don't have any towels. You're okay with not having any towels on the way home?
Yeah.
All right, we are in the studio now, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up Premiere, and we'll drag in our footage files. Footage will take a little bit longer to process. There we go. The ones we're interested in are basically from that one on, all the 24 frame per second ones. And I can delete the ones that we don't want. It doesn't look like we clipped anywhere, and so if we actually zoom in, I'll make this audio track a little bit bigger. You can see that the Rode VideoMic NTG recorded a safe channel on the right and the normal channel on the left. We have to get rid of one of these channels or level the right channel to match the left channel, which we don't want to do necessarily, because then you're starting to add the preamp noise from the DSLR, and DSLRs are famously not good with preamps. So we're going to just go ahead and select all of these, right click, and go to audio channels and select the left for both left and right. Basically, you're converting it to a mono channel. And if we wanted to use the safe channel, all we would do is select the right for both, but we don't, so we're gonna use the normal audio channel, and there we go. All the clips are matched evenly. What I like to do from here now is to select all of those, and I'm in my audio panels portion of Premiere Pro. That is tough to say. You think doing this is easy? It's not easy. I'm gonna hit the dialogue. Now, what I just did is I told Premiere that I wanted it to treat all of these channels as if it were dialogue. So what I'm gonna do is go to auto match on the loudness part, and that's gonna auto match it to an industry standard. You can go further into repair and clarity, put some dynamics, but we're not gonna do any of that because I want this sound to be as raw as possible. All I want to do is get it to the same loudness. Now we're going to bring in that audio. Should be able to match these up. Synchronize. Audio mix down. Okay. Do you guys ever synchronize your clips in Premiere like this? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if there's a better way besides using a third-party program like Pluralize. Looks like I forgot to turn the mic on right there. And that is a terribly awful downside to the Takstar. You can totally forget to turn the mic on, which I have done many times, and apparently I forgot to do it right here in this take. So, all right, let's dive into hearing what these clips sound like. So I'm back, and I ran into a little bit of trouble last night getting this to work properly, and I still don't know exactly what's going on with Premiere right now. My audio is not working through the normal way that it should be working. What I had to do to get it to work, I had to use NDI Virtual Input, which you can download for free from NewTek. I'll put a link in the description. And I had to give Premiere Pro and input there, and then I went to my QuickTime player, started a screen recording, and used the audio from the NDI virtual input as that screen recording, and that's the audio that you guys are hearing now from my Premiere Pro. Let's see if we can make this $32 mic sound like a $250 microphone. All right, we're gonna set an in and out point. We'll spread that out, and then we're gonna put on loop playback. So let's listen.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
That's the Rode VideoMic NTG.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm hearing that the Rode Mic NTG has way more bass response and more clarity in the vocals, natural sibilants, so the S's sound a lot more natural. And also the Takstar has a lot more noise in the microphone, even though it was plugged into a separate audio device, it still has a lot more noise. So let's start with that piece of information. Let's try to take out the noise, and we're going to actually just use the Essential Sound panel over here to get rid of some of that noise. We need to go to Repair and Reduce Noise. 5 is way too much. I usually bring it down to about 1 or 0.9, but let's bring it down to 1 and see what that sounds like.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
All right, so the noise is basically taken care of. Let's see if we can EQ this to be a little bit more vocal present.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
All right, let's bring in the studio setup where the microphones were close to the camera.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Now that these mics are sounding similar, what we need to do is fix the reverb that's happening. So in order to do that, there's a thing in the Essential Sound panels called Reduce Reverb. We can use that. So we're gonna go in here and Reduce Reverb. We're just gonna click the check mark and leave it at 5 and see what happens.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
So you can tell that it took away a lot of the reverb, but it put in a bunch of warbling digital type of effects, and that can be just as annoying as the reverb itself. So I usually don't like to go overboard with this built-in reduce reverb effect. So if you're watching this video and you want to pick up one of these microphones, I've left the links to both of these in the description. Go click on that link and help support this channel by purchasing from the links below. Let me know what you thought of those microphones in the comments. Would you pick up the Rode VideoMic NTG, or will you be picking up the Takstar sgc-598? It's all about stepping up your audio game. If you're not using a microphone right now, I would highly suggest getting the sgc-598 from Takstar. And if you want to increase your audio level even more, there's a lot of steps in between, but right now, for me, my money is on the Rode VideoMic NTG. That's it for this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. I make videos about making better videos, and I hope that you learned something today. See you guys in the next one.